Hey, happy TMJ Tip Tuesday to you. Today, our topic of the day is the myth about TMJ jaw issues that most people don't know. And if you're new around here, my name's Andrea Oram. Welcome. And you're probably wondering, wait a sec, you're a music teacher, but why are you talking about jaw stuff? And I'm here to share with you about jaw issues and a myth that a lot of people don't realize is a myth surrounding that, because I dealt with TMJ jaw pain, chronic jaw pain daily for about 5 years when I was in college and right after. And that was really a challenging time for me, a really challenging experience, especially because there were people on the medical side who were like, no, that is not a medical thing, that is a dental thing. And then the dental side were like, no, that's not a dental thing, that's a medical thing. And so they just ping ponged me around, and it became really confusing. And I was given some advice that I didn't think was okay with me. And so I took a long journey of learning a lot of things on my own, which is why it took 5 years to figure this out. And now I live a wonderful pain-free life. And learning these things took me that long, but it has been so worth it, especially since I was told in the middle of that journey that I may or may not have this issue to deal with for the rest of my life. And look where we are now. So that's pretty exciting. But if you have a question or something that you want to share in the comments, let me know, and I will pop you up live on the screen. And that would be pretty awesome to be able to do that if you have questions or things to share. So with that, the myth about TMJ jaw issues that most people don't know. And the myth is that what you eat, so diet specifically, has no impact on your joints specifically, but your jaw specifically, not just your joints. Okay? That is not true. I was told, oh, you just need to eat a soft diet, because your jaw is irritated, and eating soft foods will not, make it frustrated or make it hurt as much, right? Which at the very acute stage, when you're in the really, really hard place, that maybe is true, right? But the problem with that is that oftentimes when we eat that way, when we're eating those soft foods or eating in a very specific way, the things that we're choosing to eat may or may not be exacerbating the problem. So eating raw foods, eating whole foods, eating non-processed foods or low processed foods, or the way that you process it yourself rather than somebody else processing it and you purchasing it, is going to be the key here. Okay. If you're eating processed foods, like even some protein shakes and things like that, look at the ingredients, look and see what's in them, and do a little research, because some of the ingredients in that stuff are not only not helping you necessarily, but they also can cause issues for joints, can cause issues of inflammation, can cause issues of exacerbated pain. And while medical professionals don't always know what they don't know, or they do know very specific specialized parts about what they do know, and that's great, more power to them. They are just going off of their own training. They're just going off of what they have learned in school. They're not going off of all these other pieces that maybe they didn't learn, right? And so they know what they know, and more power to them, blessing to them. But what they don't necessarily realize is that there's so many other factors that are at play here, and our bodies are so interconnected that we can't know that this didn't impact it unless we do a little research, unless we do a little digging. Okay? So do a little digging on your own. Learn some of those things, because once I did, I realized, wow, this makes a big impact on my own well-being, the way that I feel. And it's not going to be, I can't say that for sure, but for most people, it's not an overnight thing. It's not something that's going to fix itself like that, because that's not how our bodies work. And that, honestly, that's whether you're dealing with medicine or whether you're dealing with a more natural option. Both directions go that way. Okay. But I will say, if you're feeling really overwhelmed with this and you're like, I don't know where to start, Andrea, that's like really confusing, and like, how do I know what would be beneficial for me, you can check out the TMJ Strong course. I put a link in the description of this video, and I get into a lot more specifics about what things that I ate or didn't eat, things that I added, things that I eliminated, that really were beneficial to me. But if you think you want to research that on your own, go for it. But the myth that people believe that I don't think is accurate is that, oh, it doesn't matter what I eat except for it needs to be a soft diet for jaw issues because it doesn't really matter. And that's not true. That's not true. And if you're dealing with these issues, I feel for you. Reach out to me if you think you need just a hand to hold, somebody to listen and say, hey, this is really stinks. And I'm like, yep, I'm there with you, because I was there with you. And I remember so clearly what it felt like, because I was trying to be a singer every day. I was trying to sing all day, every day. I was in pain all day, every day, because I was trying to sing while dealing with this jaw issue. So I'm there with you, not currently, but I remember so clearly what it was like. And I just wanted to share with you that I am for you, and I'm voting your victory and wishing you all the best on this journey. So if you want to reach out, great. If you are like, wow, this was helpful, you can check out the music teacher group. There's a link in the description of this video, actually, because I share in that group these videos that you're watching, this one today, the TMJ Tip Tuesday videos. There's a whole guide section all housed in that. So it's kind of like a little library you can go through, and you can watch the ones that I've done in the past. So if you're like, wow, this is really good, this is really helpful for me, then go check that out if that would be beneficial to you. And you can hopefully gain more information or more insight that would help you along your journey. All right. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you again tomorrow morning. Bye for now.